Ladies and gentlemen, we are happy to be joined today by Monster Vision from Graffiti Kings. How's it going, mate? Happy to have you on the show.
Happy to be here, man. Good morning.
Rock
Good
and
morning.
roll. I like that.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir.
Rocking out.
That's
Rocking
how,
out
that's
with
how I
our
kick the day
NFTs
off.
out.
Yes, rocking out with our NFTs out. Jamming out with our assets out, right?
That's right. There you go. There you go, mate. Well, happy to have you on today. Where are you from, mate?
So I'm from Austin, Texas, originally, and I live in Rockwall, Texas now, which is a little awesome town outside of the Dallas area with my wife and my daughter and our pets, and yeah.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Dallas, Texas. Good old country boy. Happy to have you on. I don't feel alone now, man.
No, no. As soon as I heard you talking, I was first taken aback, and then I felt immediately at ease. So yeah, we're good. Couple Southern boys here talking about the metaverses of the universe, right? Yeah,
that's right, man. Couple of boys with a little backwoods in their voice. That's
yes.
right. So, what do you do exactly for the project?
Oh, and so on the interview questions I filled out, I said, "Is this a joke?" And I looked around for cameras. I do a lot in the space. I wear many hats in the consultancy realm. A lot of what I do is, I'd say, like synergy work. So connectivity points, listening to pain points, looking for growth, and then kind of helping expand from there. So that's kind of what I do as a whole, like holistically, and led me down the path, I think, to applying that same overlay in working with Darren Sir, kind of the head honcho, king of Graffiti Kings itself. And so, when you ask what do I do, it's just kind of a loaded question in a good way. But in short, I'd say what I do is synergy work.
Absolutely exciting. I guess it'd have been easier if I'd have said, "What don't you do for the
There,
project?"
yeah, there you go. Well, you don't ever know who you're talking to, right? I mean, someone could be very specific to a task and a role, and I wouldn't want to take the credit away or marginalize that. So some people perform one single task very well, and I applaud them. That's just not me.
Gotcha. Exciting
Yeah.
stuff, mate. Exciting stuff. So, how did you become interested in this field?
Like in NFTs and in DeFi and in crypto, or in consultancy work itself? And
In the crypto space.
okay, so my background's in anthropology, sociocultural anthropology, so like modernity, progress steps, focuses on how like culture groups progress and why after the industrial revolution things sped up so fast the way that they did, with the inventions of print press, steam engines, electricity, all of the things that we've used in our modern toolkits to advance in society really intrigued me. And it's what I did my focus on in college. And so once this space began to open up for me, and like I kind of had my eyes opened up, a little bit of background on me before we go into like Monster Vision consultancy work. Monster Vision, but Monster is an artist. I am a musician first. And so I think, to be fair to answer this question, that needs to be stated. So back in like 2019, I flew to LA and was meeting with one of my buddies who's a Solidity developer for Ethereum, and then has now moved on to some CEO roles with like my Doge app and things like that. So a guru, someone that I leaned into very early into my crypto space, told me about NFTs, told me about music NFTs, and was basically like, you need to start over. You need to abandon everything you've been doing, and music NFTs are the way of the future, and none of your other stuff matters because this is where it's going. And I was like, I just hit 10,000 followers on Spotify, like I was so driven towards streams and followers and those counts at that time. What he was asking of me was a paradigm shift I wasn't prepared to make yet, but that opened my eyes. That got me into the space ultimately, David, so that I could understand the value of token backed asset management. And that's really what we're talking about when we're talking about NFTs, getting into the NFT space. Front end is the art, the medium itself, which has its own intrinsic value, obviously, right? But then what we're really talking about here is really token backed management. And so that's what I got my head around. Fast forward to 2021, Garbage Pail Kids put out Food Fight. And if you got the collector's tins, you got the scratchers. And that took you to signing up for a Wax wallet through Atomic Hub. And you got 3 free NFTs. I think they were simple assets even at the time. But man, oh man, I was already a GPK head. Back in the day as a kid, I had all of the toys and the cards and even the VHS, the Takeover movie. Anyways, point being, that's the answer to your question. GPK and my man Lex Lewis is how I got into this space, kind of connecting those dots, and through music NFTs.
And so you had those Garbage Pail Kid stickers all over your room as a
Oh
child,
yeah.
too. My mom was always like, "Oh my goodness, what have you done? Like, why did I buy you these
still
things?"
had them.
That's right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we'd have like a couple of houses or something between us if we
Yeah,
still had
man, something. An island, GPK Island. Yeah. Anyway, so that's it in a nutshell.
And so, what skills, abilities, and personal attributes are essential to success with your job in this field?
Thick skin, um, the ability to be fluid with your community, to be as top down as possible as well. So it's impossible to be objective when you have skin in the game and you're building out something and you have vested interest in it, but you can do your best to try to be community driven and community minded. And so I think my job as kind of head chef at GK, creative director, whatever, one of at least, is to make sure that our community is heard and feels heard, and that there's presence there, that I'm seen, and that from a growth standpoint or like cooking standpoint or creativity, that I'm always trying to stay forward thinking and keep my finger on the pulse of what the current market's doing and what else is out there, what are other projects working on, to be aware, so that's how I would end that. I think, thick skin, awareness, a pulse on your community, and being able to handle some criticism when it comes our way.
Absolutely. Being able to roll with the punches is a truly important skill to have in this field. Absolutely.
Yes, man.
So how did you find out about Alien Worlds?
Dude, Alien Worlds was probably one of the first games I found on Wax. So, and man, it blew my mind because of the NFT mining. So I found it through Wax Cloud Wallet, likely, like when I logged in and was being introduced to the dApps, and it was probably like a promoted dApp or something at the time. So I clicked it and started exploring the different planets and figuring out kind of what was what with the character cards, and getting the first shovel, and kind of just starting from scratch. But then the notion of being able to interact with the contract on chain and receive a reward through tokens and through NFT assets was, mind-blowing, to say the least. And so that was probably my first experience with both of those, was Alien Worlds. And I'm sure you guys have heard that a lot as a collective, that it's a lot of people's gateway, I should say, into a lot of the functions of what Wax offers, and what beyond that, what like smart contract gaming can do. Because I know you guys are cross chain between BNB and ETH and Wax, and so sorry, that led me to finding the bridge, and the bridge work you guys have done, and being able to take one token and swap it for another. I mean, I think that's undervalued, if I can say so, but at the very least, it's certainly an effective tool for people that are looking to get in from one chain to another, and that's something that Alien Worlds has done really well.
Awesome stuff.